What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Olympic basketball recap. This is the women's team playing their first match in group play. We got Cardell Dudley Jr. here, Raymond Lyons. I'm Wilson Tarpe Jr. Now, look, the women's team has been a wrecking ball to the rest of the world for quite a while. Um, while this wasn't exactly their best game, they don't. Unlike the men who had the luxury of kind of like a run up to get ready for the Olympics, the women did not have that. They kind of went through a lot of that through this game with Japan, which isn't a fun team to play with for folks that don't watch Japan women's national team too often. If you only see them every 4 years, or if this was your first time, guarding them is hell. Um, they put stress on everybody. They were in a gold medal game back in Tokyo. But that said, what did you guys think about this one? As we saw, Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart kind of just power Team USA through this one.
Too small. They did that. It's too small. um, chemistry gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Like this, is the first time, the first actual game is different than the exhibition, where it's go time, nerves and stuff like that. A lot of players first time on this stage, but the game plan was simple and was executed right away. Feed the bigs, feed the post. Asia, Stewie, Briner. If they collapse on them, kick it out for three. And that was pretty much Japan's best bet because you can't match up with them size and athleticism wise, like one-on-one. They're just too small across the board. And that's why Asia and Stewie and then when Griner came again, they feasted inside. And the thing is, USA only shot 20% from three. If they'd have shot the percentage that they're capable of shooting, I mean, hey, man, it might have been an international incident popping up. You know what I'm saying? You never know, man. It could have got ugly, man. But, look, you're never going to win a game when you out-rebounded 56-27, man. It's just like you're not going to win, bro. Like, it's just too many extra possessions. They could literally shoot horrible as hell from all aspects, but they're getting extra possessions because of the boards. I did like the ball movement as well. They just didn't keep trying to force it in. They were, reverse pass, move the ball around the perimeter. The bigs would repost or pop up and set screens and stuff and just create other opportunities that were there. And then when they had the opportunity to run because they were rebounding, they were off to the races, man. They always found the open woman, in stride for easy baskets, man. So, look, man, Asia and Stewie set the tone and everybody followed suit after that. It was pretty much it, they did what they should do, dominate, but with that being said, there's still areas they need to grow in. Like you can't, against some of the bigger teams that they're going to face, they're going to hit some threes. You know what I'm saying? And until they do, teams must keep playing them the same way that Japan played them. Like, let's be honest, if Japan was bigger across the board, could have been a problem because their defense was giving the USA fits at first. You know what I mean? And they would have tested the poise of the USA team. But with that being said, USA, a lot of veterans, accomplished players, they stayed poised and just kept executing. And that's why they were able to pull out this one.
Ray, your thoughts on this opening round in Group C?
Yeah, Team USA just pressed their advantage, which was the size. That was just too much for Japan to overcome. But to Cardell's point, man, their defense was relentless. They picking up full court pretty much the entire game, and it kind of threw USA off a little bit at times, which I mean, and they're fast as hell and they play a high pace. That can make you make some mistakes, and a less talented team would have definitely had way more trouble with that. But Team USA just had the great equalizers, which is that massive front line. Japan just couldn't do anything with that, and in the US, they did what they were supposed to. They played from inside out and just played off their mismatches and advantages. Ball movement super crisp. It's a lot of these ladies' first time being in actual competition with each other. So, just to see that kind of develop already is promising. And for Team USA defensively as well, because Japan, they was bombing them from three, but that's pretty much all they were able to get. And they pointed out whenever Griner was in the game, they looked to exploit that. And and yeah, if Japan had a little more size to fight a little more on the boards, and they were able to get a couple extra possessions, get some threes up, this thing could look different. But yeah, man, Team USA, they were just too big and too dominant. They were able to match up with Japan's speed, but Japan wasn't able to match up with their size. So that's the difference in the game right there. And of course, Team USA has the most talent as well. So that compounded with their physical advantages, it's just too much to overcome. Everybody expects the USA to win gold, which is a reasonable expectation. But they do got to clean some things up because there are going to be some teams that will present different challenges to them, and they'll be able to kind of attack some things that the U.S. kind of struggled with today. So yeah, man, just looking forward to their progress throughout the remainder of group play in the tournament, and just looking forward to see what they can do moving forward.
Yeah, as you touched on with their defense, you know how much Japan stresses teams out. They're gonna have to get those reps defensively live through group play, to kind of establish. Cardell, you were talking about teams learning to trust each other on the defensive end. That's what the challenge women's team has to deal with is all those reps. They have to get them all live. No exhibition games to go through it. No, near losses or whatever. What you're dealing with them live. I thought the bigs did a solid job for the most part with the stress that Japan puts on you. But again, the cheat code. You guys mentioned the equalizer with the size, and just the front court is Stewie, and we saw this in Tokyo. The front court is Stewie and Asia, or Asian Stewie is just freaking unfair at times because they can just get the board and bring it up. Or at times when you saw the guards being pressed kind of crazy by Japan's guards. You just get the ball up, put it on the top shelf to one of those two. Let them kind of settle things down a bit. But yeah, the two of them wreck shop. Obviously, he's a good first out, and we'll see how things go and how the rotation goes from here on. I'm happy that Kalea Copper's injury wasn't more severe than it was because she definitely took a hit, especially knowing, it's her first go round out there. But look, man, they did what they were supposed to do. I have to ask it, but I think we've already talked about it. But, player of the game, players with it.
Before we go, real quick, just to clear it up, they actually did have an exhibition of women's. Last year, before the college season started, they went on their college tour, and they played their college teams or whatever, like Tennessee and all that. I totally forgot about that. So they did get reps in the offseason, and their competition was the college teams and whatnot. And then, obviously they had if they went overseas or they waited for the WNBA season. So they did get some exhibition games. It just wasn't the traditional exhibition leading right up to Olympic play. So just wanted to throw that in there for people that may not know.
I appreciate that clarification. I forgot about that too at the beginning of the college season last year. I definitely forgot all about that. But we'll see how things go as they continue in group play. Again, it's at the bottom of the screen. Y'all can shout it out. We can all say nothing, as it was already mentioned. Play the game. However y'all want to do this.
Yeah, it's easy. Asia. It was child's play down there, man. She had 24, 13 and 4. But maybe played half the game. Like I said, they're just too small, man. People that don't understand basketball, size matters a lot. Can't have a bunch of midgets out there. That's why they have positions. All that positionless basketball stuff. They lied to y'all. They really did. Especially on the men's side, they be lying to y'all. There's a reason why Steph wasn't. Not to bring the men in this. There's a reason why Steph wasn't going down there guarding Jokic. If it was positionless, that wouldn't have mattered. But there's a reason for that. Size matters. So there's only so much you could do. With that size, you can't have a 5'5" guard Asia, dog. That's food, and she gonna eat all day, and she never gets full, so it's gonna be bad. So That's just what it is, man. They're going to have to do something, but it's going to be interesting to see you against some of the bigger teams that they may have to face down the road. But then, like I said, it's similar to the men's side. What they're going to do with the perimeter attack. You know what I mean? If they got the size inside. So, you know, it's going to be interesting.
Right.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. X Factor.
Shit, Stu. You could have said she played the game too, but, you know, Stu. With the two best players, would y'all say they're the two best players in the world, Asia and Stu, right now?
I think they let us know that in coming off Tokyo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's hard to dispute, man.
That's what I'm saying. So the two best players in the world showed that, you know what I'm saying? Quickly and effectively and often. So they're going. You can already see what it is. Teams got to deal with that, and good luck to them. No one else has been able to figure that out. We shall see if it's a team out there up to the task soon.
It's a hell of a task, man. They one went 10 for 16, the other one went 11 for 15.
And then if they're not playing well, congratulations, you guys. Alyssa Thomas and Brittany Griner. Just get them. You know, that's your.
Again, not to bring the men into it, but just a similar thought I had. I think it was midway through the second quarter. Cheryl Reeve had time. She took some of the guards out, and it was BG, Stewie, and BG, Stewie, and Asia. Like it was in Tokyo for a little bit. It was like, what the hell are you supposed to do with that?
Yeah, you could put Alyssa at point, honestly. You could put it if she really want to get evil with it.
Like she got time to really mess with some.
I'm just saying.
Like you could do like AT, Kalea, and M3. Like you could do a lot of weird stuff.
She could do a whole look. Alyssa at point, Fees at the 2, Stewie at the 3, then Asia and Griner. They could get bad, but she's not trying to start some drama in the national incident. You just gonna win and keep it moving.
Because I was just sitting there, like you mentioned with AT. I'm like, you just have a luxury to, like, if you get pushed, to just be extra creative and extra creative in the most violent way possible. But again, good first outing for Team USA. I will catch up with y'all several times this week, both on the men's and the women's side of things. I think we had one comment. Jarrell got in here, Cardell, when you were talking, mentioned about those threes. Because I don't think they started hitting threes till later. I think Kelsey hit the lone three in the first half, and then Sabrina got going a little bit later. But yeah.
Shit, Sabrina hit all of them just about, and then Kelsey. But to be fair, a lot of them only took like one, and they were like 0 for 1, so to speak. So they didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, against some of the bigger teams where they're not that, the rebound margin and stuff is not that great. It's gonna be tougher for the, Asia and all them to finish, so to speak. They're gonna need to hit those outside shots to keep the defense honest. Because, I mean, it's about the only chance you have, man. Like you gotta crowd them inside and have them shoot the least efficient shot, which is 3-pointers. Hope they miss. You know what I'm saying? If they missing and you can bother them inside, you got a chance. You know what I'm saying? But you got to score on the other end too. That's why it's tough. That's why they going for like their millionth gold medal in a row. You know what I mean? It's tough.
And coming off the broadcast, this was their 56th consecutive win in Olympic play. That's the type of time that they're on. And shout out to Chelsea Gray too, 13 assists, 1 turnover. Again, just to talk about embarrassment of riches, like things you also have to deal with if they are pushed.
And she can play the bully ball role, what I'm saying? She can handle the physicality. So, yeah, look, Japan just too small. I knew that coming in, man. You know what I'm saying? They would have to bomb USA from 3. And the thing is, Japan, what they shoot from 3?
39, yeah.
38%, but they couldn't score nowhere else. That's the thing. That's the problem. And they were 5 for 6 from the free throw line. They couldn't even get to the line. There was no shots inside. Like, yeah, it was the Rudy Gobert effect from all positions. Like, dribble this thing.
There was like 70 dribble outs. Like, I swear, six block jumpers. So for anybody who's attempted a shot inside inside the line. It was tough out there.
And Ryan disrespectful. She just gonna grab the offensive board like she might palm that like that. I was like, dog, come on.
She did it like 3 times. Statue of Liberty just holding the ball up, like
just looking for the outlet, dog. It was that's what you like. Yeah, this gonna be bad, very bad.
And again, like you said, they really shot 420 from 3 and still shot 54.5% from the floor because why put those up if you know?
Those
are just simple, man.
Right. Those are just practice shots. Yeah, let me kick it out. You know, get your rhythm. You know, for the next game, just in case. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that was.
But again, dominant first win for the U.S. women. Let's get up with you guys later this week with both more men's and women's content from the basketball standpoint of this year's Olympics. We'll see y'all later.